Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. If you're new here or don't already know, I try to support everything I talk about with video or post for accuracy. So please be sure to subscribe, hit the like button and that notification bell, comment, and share to all social media platforms. Now, on to the story.
For the units in 7, we're getting multiple calls of oppressive staff, 6565 South Yale. Ambulance 50, engine 54 is on scene.
6 Street, David, 142. That'll be a bona fide person, staff, 11-year-old child. He's being transported to Culver's by engine 79.
Hey y'all, I woke up this morning to the loud alarm emanating from my phone. I focused my gaze to see the picture of a kid and the words Amber Alert. Once I was able to check the time, that sunken feeling took over me as I said a prayer for the kid in the picture. I started getting dressed and the news flashed all over the place that a female was stabbed to death. Her 11-year-old son was also stabbed. He was alive but in critical condition. But then there was the deceased mother's other son that was the subject of the Amber Alert taken by the killer. At the time, the child and the killer were still at large. About an hour after, the child was located, and there were conflicting reports on if the child had been stabbed also or not. Again, the killer was still at large. After some time, it was reported that the killer was taken into custody in Indiana with self-inflicted stab wounds. According to reports, a 39-year-old man was arrested in Northwest Indiana Friday morning after an Amber Alert and stabbings that left a mother dead and two young brothers critically injured in the South Side. The Amber Alert was issued for an 8-year-old boy in Chicago who was later found safe. It all began Thursday night with the fatal stabbing of a 33-year-old woman inside a home in the 7100 block of South Eberhard. Chicago police officers combed the gruesome scene in the Grand Crossing neighborhood. The woman was stabbed multiple times and taken to a hospital where she was pronounced dead. The woman has been identified by the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office as Tian Jones. The suspect was also connected to the stabbing of an 11-year-old boy who was found Thursday night in the 200 block of West 66th Street. When officers arrived at the scene, the Chicago Fire Department was treating the 11-year-old boy who had multiple stab wounds to the chest. He was transported to Comer Children's Hospital in critical condition. He either was thrown off or hopped out the car on the expressway and then made it off the expressway at 66th Street. Video from a doorbell camera near 66th Street in Yale shows the 11-year-old searching for help, but the woman living at the home that recorded the video said the child showed up Thursday night with multiple stab wounds. I could hear him running up the stairs and then it's bam, 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 help me, and I froze. She also said that a neighbor called 911. You could hear them yelling and screaming, and the gentleman across the street let the boy into the lobby. An Amber Alert went out early Friday morning for an 8-year-old boy in the same area of the stabbing that was reported. The boy was found around 4:30 a.m. at 82nd Street and Damon with multiple stab wounds as well. Surveillance video from a gas station nearby shows the 8-year-old boy walking in search of help. Later Friday morning, Indiana State Police said the suspect was taken into custody. The Lake County Sheriff's Department said the man is in custody at the Lake County Jail after leading police from several agencies on a chase Friday morning. Lake County officers were alerted by the license plate readers that the suspect in the Amber Alert was in the area about 9:30 a.m. on Friday. About 9:40, the Ford Escape in question was found at Interstate 65 and Route 30 in Maryville. Indiana State Police and Lake County Highway Interdiction and High Crime began to chase the vehicle. The Lake County Sheriff's Department Aviation Unit helped from the air. The vehicle headed south on I-65 and police were able to box it in. The suspect was ordered to get out of the vehicle but refused and put a knife to his neck. Family says the suspect was dating Jones and was the father of one of the children. Devastating. I never expected it. I found out at the tail end they were in an abusive relationship 2 months ago. And then I just went over to my mom's house 2 days ago and found out she had moved back in with him. Loved ones are shaken by the tragedy, which leaves 2 young boys critically hurt and without their mother. The children have both undergone multiple surgeries Friday afternoon but are stable. She was a great mom, her children changed her life, and she turned it around for them. He said their mother is the person that found Jones. She's in the basement, stabbed up at the bottom of the stairs, blood all over the house. And by the time she got there, she was still alive. Sources have confirmed that the suspect was employed by Cook County Juvenile Temporary Detention Center as a caseworker. He had been placed on paid leave as the investigation continues. Jones worked as a hairdresser. Her employer said a statement, "Thank you for reaching out. We are deeply saddened by the tragic incident that occurred last night involving one of our beloved Tricoci team members. Our heartfelt condolences go out to Tion's family, friends, and fellow colleagues during this incredibly difficult time. Out of respect for the loved ones and the ongoing investigation, we are unable to provide further comment at this time. I was thankful at the news that the children were still alive, but saddened at the pain they felt and the trauma that will forever be ingrained in their minds after seeing their mother murdered and the knife-wielding man that they once trusted hurting them. Women and men, for that matter. Please pay attention to the people you let into your life, especially when you have kids. It's too crazy out here with mental issues, drugs, and more plaguing our communities. So just be mindful. Think with your head on your shoulders and not just what feels good." Anyway, it has been reported that Quangetemgone may be the teen that has been arrested for the attempt murder of a 15-year-old from September of last year. It was also said that FullyChop was arrested. On September 22nd of 2024, a 15-year-old male was shot in both legs in the 5700 block of South Walcott. He survived, but according to these charges, the attempt is not the only charge serious enough to produce some real time. According to the Chicago Police News release, a 17-year-old male juvenile has 1 felony count charge of attempt murder in the first degree, 1 felony count charge of aggravated battery and discharge of a firearm, 1 felony count UUW weapon, machine gun, automatic weapon, 1 felony count UUW unlawful possession of a handgun, 1 felony count receiving, possessing, or selling a stolen vehicle. The above offender was arrested by members of the Chicago Police Department and Great Lakes Regional Fugitive Task Force on February 19, 2025, in the 2600 block of West 94th Street in Evergreen Park. He was identified as the offender who shot and seriously injured a 15-year-old male on September 22, 2024, in the 5700 block of South Walcott in the 7th District. The offender was also in possession of a stolen vehicle taken on September 21st of 2024 from the 3000 block of West 77th Street in the 8th District. The offender was placed into custody and subsequently charged accordingly. No additional information is available at this time. Hey y'all, if we haven't learned anything, it's that the feds are in town and Kim Fox is no longer in charge. All that mutual combat that a lot of us didn't know was a thing is an excuse of the past. The straight and narrow needs to become your top priority, whether that means getting a job or moving away, because this life of death, maimed, or locked up is not how you should want to go about it. Everybody is wishing for their freedom, and Jada posts the rat emojis. There have been several people on other sites stating that Speedy told something. We shall soon see. Y'all hit me in the comments with your thoughts. Later, y'all.
I'm on with the Speedy. What is he in saying to the people?
Oh, he told him it wasn't him, it was you.
Damn, blood, you in there telling me, blood? What the blood get booked here now, telling.
It's the introduction of the one and only. We keep it real over here, we don't rock with phonies. Yeah. It's the one and only NC, other bloggers NV. Content full of drill legends out the wind deep. CHI, young fly chick, been about that PAY from DAY. One, top mod on big channels. If a nigga need his nose wiped, she quick to get that shit handled. Now tune in to the realest chick making moves. Real stories, updates, and breaking news. NC, yeah. Now y'all go subscribe. Especially if you're from the rack, go support your girl. Oh yeah, my home girl, the one and only NC. She got that exclusive content, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, go subscribe.